Hey guys, it's that time of year. I'm gonna go through my 2026 seeds. These are old ones that I've had. I probably should work on using those, but we'll see what I got first. I ordered mainly just from MI Gardener this year. I obviously don't need a lot. I want to do a lot of pumpkins and stuff and gourds for decorating my porches, so I did buy a lot of those. Our garden is gonna be fairly small this year because we do a lot of traveling and we like to go like riding up in Wisconsin. So I just don't have the time. I also have a 1-year-old, so I just don't want to have to commit a whole lot of time. I got some green stalk planters this year, so I'm hoping that that'll help with keeping up on the weeds. But I also have 16 raised beds. I don't know if I'm gonna get them all planted out this year. If I do, I think a lot of them are going to be flowers. So this is what I got. I want to do mostly Roma tomatoes. We don't really love eating tomatoes, but we make a lot of tomato products and eat those. So I got like regular Roma. I've heard a lot of good things about Amish paste and San Marzano. So I'm gonna try all 3 of those this year. And then my husband loves cowboy candy. So we're gonna do quite a bit of jalapenos. I bought the tam jalapeno pepper and then just the regular jalapeno pepper. So I'm gonna try both of those, and I think we'll get into that. I think I have more, if we're being completely honest. And then we're also gonna do beans. My daughter loves green beans, and then we also do dilly beans, which are like a dilled bean. So I got Provider bush bean, Blue Lake bush bean, and Antigua bush bean. I think we also have more of those as well. And then because of that, I need to plant dill this year. And then I don't think I'm going to plant all of these pumpkins because this is a lot of pumpkins. I went a little crazy whenever I was shopping. But I've got the Shanat Crown of Thorns gourd, the Weeby little pumpkins. I think those are so cute. The Long Island cheese pumpkin, White Flat Bear. I think those are like the stacker ones. I've not grown a super successful garden ever, and part of that is because I'm overcommitting. Like I did the 1 year that was pretty successful. I had just cucumbers, tomatoes, trying to remember, I had a small amount of onions and then a couple other like random plants. But the last couple years I had found out I was pregnant at the beginning of the year and I had already planted out, and then I was very sick. And then last year I overcommitted having a newborn essentially in the winter or in the summertime. So I just overcommitted. So hopefully this year trying to limit what I have, and then I'm also hoping that the green stalks will allow me to not have to get out and weed as much, because that's a lot of the problems is that I couldn't keep up in the beginning with the weeding. So I also think that the pumpkins might help too. So I also got the winter luxury pumpkin, the Jarradale pumpkin. These are those like bluish green pumpkins. A Jack B. Little pumpkin, Gill's golden pippin squash, the white scallop squash, the Table King bush acorn squash, sweet meat squash, Kakai pumpkin. I got 2 packets of the Baby Boo pumpkins, which is the little white pumpkins, and then the golden Hubbard squash. So I think I'm gonna do, obviously I'm not gonna plant out the whole packets because that'd be way too much. We have 9.5 acres here, so technically I could find places to put it, but we grow hay in I think 5-ish, 6-ish maybe. I'm not 100% sure. And I could find places for that, but that's a lot of pumpkins. And again, I don't want to overdo it. I think I'm gonna grow a couple plants of each of them, and I might even get to that point where I'm like, I don't need that many pumpkins and not do all of these. So I'm not 100% sure on the pumpkins yet. I grabbed the Cipollini onions, and I hope I have more onions. If not, I'll probably just go to like Home Depot or something and get some more onions, because I have also never successfully grown plants from seed, and we are getting pretty late into February. Like today's February 10th. So we are going to have to, I'm hoping Like my onions usually are ready and die back in July. So I'm hoping that if even planting them later, it's still warm here in August and even into September. So I'm hoping it won't be too big of a deal and we'll still be able to get some big pumpkins or big onions. I don't know how many. It's supposed to be with the gourds. I got the cornucopia gourds, which is just a mix of them. I also grabbed, I've never seen it. I'll have to look a little bit further. It also might be too late to start these, but strawberry seeds. I love strawberries. We eat them all the time. So I want to see if I can start them from seed. And if not, there's a little like greenhouse essentially that is like run by the Amish. They're fairly affordable. I can buy more of those. I'm gonna put one whole green stalk being just strawberries. So, and then I got these champagne colored hollyhocks. And then I love carnations. I think they're so pretty. These are the orange sherbet carnations. And then I got an aster. It's apricot colored. I think I'm going to order more flowers. I do need to see what I have, but I want to say that I planted those all out already. And I really would like some like the zinnias. Those are so pretty. So we'll see what exactly I have. I think this must have been like a free seed or something because we won't eat parsnips. I know that my local library does like a seed exchange. I should see if I can take these there. I need to really get rid of them. And these are 2023. I don't know. I know that the longer that they sit, the less that you're gonna get to germinate. So then some carrots. We don't love carrots, but we do eat them sometimes. So I think I'm gonna probably just do like one packet of carrots, and I might stagger that into like half and half because of the fact that like we only really use them in fresh eating. We don't like canned carrots very much. Here is a scarlet runner bean. I might try and plant those out. I have a lot of different things. Let me go through these. And then I have on top of these, and I think I'm gonna plant these first and then I'll plant them pretty early. They don't germinate because these are also 2023. Oh, this one's 2024. I have the Blue Lake and Contender. But one's a bush bean, I think. Then Blue Lake is a vertical bean, so a pole bean. So I'm not 100% sure. We do go through a lot of green beans, and I hope that I can make enough because I'll cook them just like I would fresh from frozen. So hopefully I can get enough to do that. These are snow peas. I think I'm gonna try and do those. Those are pretty good in a pan with like butter. But we'll see. And then these are, what do I have from last couple years? These are like my lettuces. We don't eat a whole lot of cabbage or cauliflower. My husband probably will if we have them fresh, but I am fairly picky on veggies. I will eat them inside of things and then made into stuff, but I don't love a lot of them, especially like broccoli and cauliflower. I do force myself sometimes, especially since I have a little one who watches me eat. So that is fun. I have this pink celery. I planted it. It's a 2023 one. So I planted it in 2023 or 2024. How do these? Yeah, in 2020. It was packed for 2023. So I definitely planted it in 2023, maybe even 2024. And I think this is actually empty. It never sprouted for me. Yeah, this is empty. We like romaine lettuce. I have like this bronze guard leaf. I don't think that we'll ever eat this. I definitely at one point in time got a little overzealous about my lettuces. So I will definitely plant the romaine and probably do staggered. I have 3 different ones. Hopefully they will germinate for me. And then spinach, I like to put that in like our eggs and just other things that you can bulk up soups. And then I'll probably do 1 cabbage and 1 cauliflower packet. Sorry about that. My child was boycotting naps. I think I was talking about the cauliflower, so I'll probably plant a little bit of that. And then Watermelon is a hit every year here. The problem is seeds. We don't love watermelon with seeds, and I don't know, is it possible? Is it even possible to plant a watermelon at home that is seedless? If you know, let me know. Because these ones definitely have seeds. This one looks like it's a Congo one, and based off the pictures of the white ones, and typically the white seeds from at least store-bought situations are not super seedy, and it just isn't the same. So if you know any seedless watermelons that I can grow at home, let me know. Tomatillos, I don't know why I have 150,000 of these. I really have like 10, but I want to grow some. I have never successfully grown them. Like I think that I planted one out and it just like didn't ever mature, but I have Aunt Molly's ground cherries, which I think are a little bit different than tomatillos. I just have them in here, and I do want to plant at least a couple of those. And then I have a pineapple tomatillo, and I think that's pretty similar to a ground cherry. I have from Baker's Creek just their tomatillo verde, and then from M.I. Gardner I have the Grand Rio Verde. I'll probably plant a couple of each of these just to see which ones we like. I would really like to be able to plant, or to get our own, I would really like to be able to get our own Verde. So I will plant out a couple of those this year. So on top of these tomatoes, I, at one point in time, did not just stick to the Romas. I don't know why. So these are also ones that I'm gonna have to go through and probably donate some, because we do not like slicing tomatoes. I didn't love them when I put them in things either, like whenever I made some type of sauce. I don't love the flavors of them. I don't love them fresh. So I think these are all, this looks like a paste. It's a federally. It is a giant paste tomato, comes in about 7 inches long. So I think I'm gonna plant that one this year. And then probably some cherry tomatoes, just because I do have a little one, and like I think that those will be great, like 1 or 2 plants. And then we have, if I plant a little bit more than that, my mother-in-law loves cherry tomatoes, so I might start some this year and hopefully get some successful ones for her. But I only need like 1 or 2 plants. And then, so while I'm mainly focusing on jalapenos, I do want to still plant a couple other plants. These Chinese 5 color ones, it was super prolific for me the year that I had it, but they were tiny, like super tiny. Like I don't know if we just don't have the right environment. I mean, we're in zone 5B, so I just don't know if it's just not the right environment for it. I do think I'm gonna plant a couple of these chocolate bell pepper ones. It looks like, I don't know, I'll have to look into them a little bit more. I have one from Baker Creek, and then I also have one from M.I. Gardner. It looks like I bought them a year apart, and it was just, I didn't check my seed stock before I bought seeds. And then just a regular bell pepper. And then probably not these. I don't need a whole lot of peppers. So I think I'll have to look into those and see exactly which of the chocolate bell peppers, because I know I don't need, there's 15 in the one and probably about 15 in the other one. It does not say. I don't know. Oh, 25 seeds. So I don't need 40 plants. So yeah, 40 plants. I do not need 40 bell pepper plants. We will not go through that many. Like probably 2 bell pepper plants. And then my hot peppers. I would love to be able to make my own hot pepper sauce. So I have some habaneros. I definitely want to make those. These are a mango pepper. I don't think I want to get too crazy this year. I think I want to stick with like the tried and trues, and then slight experimentation. Like I have not been able to grow enough peppers. Again, I don't know if we just don't live in the best environment. Like jalapenos grew great. Tabasco's never been able, the plant grows, never flowered, never created any type of pepper. So I don't know if it's our zone. I'm going to keep trying though. It looks like I have a bell pepper, or not a bell pepper, a cayenne pepper. I don't know. Here is, I'm gonna grow these ones again too, because these are an early one. So these ones will harvest in 72 days. 72 to 75, where these are 90 days. So it'd be nice to get them a little early. And then one serrano pepper, I think. Let's see. And then probably try a couple of these habaneros. I don't think, this is probably one, we eat enough jalapenos. I think that we're gonna try these. These are the lemon spice jalapeno. I'm curious, this package isn't even opened. I don't know, this was packed for 2024. That was the year that I ended up getting pregnant. I don't even think I tried to start seeds that year, and I don't know why, because I didn't find out I was pregnant until the middle of June. So I'm not sure why I didn't use this one, but I want to try these ones. And then these are the Craig's Grande jalapeno peppers, and they are supposed to get, it just says a big fat jalapeno that is perfect for making salsas. So I would like to try these. These ones are, they don't tell you how many days, I don't think. So we'll figure that out. We will find out. It might be online. I may have to look. And it looks like I have another early jalapeno pepper, so I might do that. I want to do this with like a peach salsa. I think Becky from Acre Homestead, I don't know if she ever made it. She had talked about doing it. I feel like she did. I'd have to go back and look. But that sounded delicious to me. We don't have a peach tree. I shouldn't say that. We have a peach tree, but we just planted it last summer, so we're not getting anything off of it. So hopefully I'll plant one or two of these, and hopefully they will produce prolifically, and then I can get peaches at our farmer's market. I've never really seen peaches at our farmer's market, but I don't go every week. I don't really know when prime peach season is. And then here is another cayenne pepper. Oh, and a Tabasco. I really, really, really want to be able to make my own Tabasco sauce, so I am going to keep that out. And then I do have some flowers, but we will get to that. So it looks like I still have pumpkin and squash from previous years. Like I have, and so I think I'm gonna plant these ones first, see if they come out. I have a Jardale and Wayfig giant pumpkin. I did not buy that one this year. Another Cinderella packet, and then just some random Burpees ones from Menards or Home Depot or something. And then I do want to grow a zucchini. Probably just one or two. We will not eat them fresh, but I think that I'll put them in baked goods. I can bulk up random foods, stuff like that. And then I think that this could actually be cute on a porch. It is a sweet dumpling squash, so we'll do that one. This is a hybrid zucchini. I'll have to look it up. This one is the Ford Hook zucchini from Burpee that I probably, again, got at some box store. And then this one is from Johnny Seeds, and it's a hybrid zucchini squash. So I will look it up. I'm sure that the Johnny Seeds one is probably slightly better, if it matters where you get your seeds from. And then herbs. I would like to make my own fresh pesto, basil pesto. It smells divine. So I will definitely be doing that. Let's see. This is a pesto type basil. Maybe I should be using that one. Okay, that one was not closed. I got seeds all over the place. Oregano. Again, I just don't want to go too crazy this year. I know I'm just not, and I say don't go too crazy, and I literally have a lot of seeds here. I think that is good. We don't use a whole lot of thyme, so I'm not worried about that. Wow, I got seeds all over the place. And then we live in Iowa. And if you don't know, Iowa is known for the sweet corn. It is not worth it to me to put in any effort in buying corn and planting corn, because of the fact that I can go when it's perfect time. Somebody else grew it and they sell it for like $5 a dozen. And we don't eat it. We eat it. I don't eat it. I don't like corn. My husband eats it mostly fresh, and we don't really preserve it. So maybe this year I might buy a little bit more, try and can some up, because he will eat canned corn randomly with like meatloaf and Salisbury steaks and stuff like that. So I might do something like that, but it is not worth the amount of square footage I need to put into it when I can get it fairly affordable from local farmers. It doesn't make sense to me. So, but as I say that, I do really like the ornamental corns. And I know this is not just ornamental. I know that you could probably turn it into like cornflower or something like that. I am not there yet. I just like letting them dry out and be pretty. So I have glass gem. And some of these are from when I tried really hard to do my own. It just didn't work out for me. I don't even think I've gotten these ornamental ones to grow and produce and be great. I have never gotten sweet corn, which is crazy because I live in Iowa. I shouldn't have a problem with my soil or anything. So I have a second glass gem, and then I have 2 Indian corns, and then this one looks really cool. It's like where these ones are like, well, I don't know about these ones, but these glass gem ones, they're like shiny and pretty. These ones look a little bit more matte finish, but they're still pretty. This one is like completely matte, no gloss. I just think it looks really cool. Like it's called earth tone dent corn. And dent corn, I do believe, not looked into it. I'm not in that place yet with my homesteading thing, but I do think you could turn this into like cornmeal or corn flour, stuff like that. I'm not there. I like how it looks pretty. I use it in the fall to decorate, but that's it. So, and then I do have more onions. I don't know how great they will produce. We will eat onions. I will preserve them in frozen. I'll have some fresh. So I will probably, not all of these packets because that is a lot of onions, but like I would like to try the Walla Wallas. They are supposed to be pretty large ones. And then I found a Utah yellow, and then I have 2 packages of that. And then I might do like 1 bunching onion. I have the Tokyo long bunching onion, so I'm gonna do those. And then while I know red onions, purple onions will last longer in storage, we just don't eat them. So I would rather put the effort into the white onions and chop them up, freeze them. It is a long day, don't get me wrong, long couple of days to do all of that, but I don't want to keep growing things that my family doesn't eat or that we don't prefer, and we'll eat them. And so I might get like, they sell the starts at like Home Depot, and then also the Amish store that I go to, they usually have them. So I might get a bunch of them and I'll use them randomly, but I do not want to plant 150 red onions because we will not eat them. Okay, so here is, let's see, I have cucumbers. I have a family who loves pickles. I, again, picky eater, don't love pickles. I think I don't like dill, is my biggest thing. I've never tried a bread and butter pickle. Maybe I should. I just do not like dill. So I have the Market 76 ones. These ones aren't great for pickling, so I do know that. I might plant just like one plant of those. I have, my sister-in-law loves cucumbers, and then like we'll cut them up and put them in like a vinegar base, and they're decent that way. But then these ones are munchers. Those are little guys. And then these ones are a burpee pickle bush one. I don't know about these ones because I grew these ones a couple years ago, and while they are technically meant for canning, I think maybe I just couldn't figure out the right time to harvest them because they were just so fat and they weren't great for pickling purposes. So I might grow a couple of those. And then we have some eggplant. I have never had eggplant. I think maybe it should be something I try. I don't know if I want to put it in the garden. It might be one of those things that if I have a spot, I will add them. Radishes are, again, my husband doesn't love them. I don't think he hates them. He is a much riskier eater than I am. So I'll probably plant a packet of them and sporadically because we don't need 250 radishes. That is a lot. So honestly, I probably won't plant the whole pack of them. I will probably plant just enough for fresh salad eating over the summer because I guess you could probably ferment them. Maybe I'll try that. I might try that this year. Maybe I'll like it. I really do like vinegary based foods. I think, I don't know why. I love the vinegar base. So it might be something I like that way. And then I have flowers. I think this is my last little pack. So I would like to take a little part behind my garden and plant, probably till it up and plant a bunch of sunflowers. I do not think I have enough sunflowers to do that. I have the mammoth sunflowers, teddy bear sunflowers, velvet queen sunflowers. These are like a dark burgundy. Those are so pretty. I would love a whole field of those. I have another package of the mammoth. Here's just a mixed sunflower, fun and sun blend, and another mammoth. So I think between these, I might have enough, but realistically, I'll probably go online and buy some more because I would love, just as the garden's getting beautiful, everything's blooming, and just having a whole wall of sunflowers would just be gorgeous. And then it would kind of act as like a natural block. We're on like a corner where we're at, and it's a lot of acres, but you can just see everything. So I think that'd be nice. So I do have one zinnia. It's the candy stripe, and it's from MI Gardener. So I think I'm gonna buy more. I had found a website that I thought was pretty nice that I think I'm gonna order some. They were on sale right now for half off or something like that for Valentine's Day maybe, or just, it is getting kind of late, so maybe they're just trying to get rid of them. And then these white bachelor's buttons. I don't know that I'm gonna plant these. I might, they're a good filler, so I'll just sprinkle them somewhere. And that is my 2026 seed haul. I said a lot here that I wasn't planting a lot. It does look like I'm planting a lot, and I still have potatoes on the way, and then I'll probably order more flowers. So if you are interested in watching my 2026 garden, please think about following me. I will add some more videos as we go along. Thank you.